Well, we had the opportunity recently to go on the set of the Today's Parent August magazine cover shoot. It was awesome. Take a look.
We're here today at the August cover shoot for Today's Parent, and we have two very special cover kids here with us today. Reed, who is better known by the name Pip, and her brother Noel. Pip's family is part of the Happy Soul Project, which was a blog her mom Tara started to find the unexpected joy in the everyday, despite whatever hand you've been dealt, to find the joy in the challenges. We chose Pip, first of all, because both Pip and Noel have incredibly engaging personalities, fantastic smiles, everything we look for in our cover kids. But we also are really looking to be as inclusive as possible in Today's Parent. We're trying to show all the different kinds of families that, you know, we represent in Canada. This is just such a special cover because it's really groundbreaking. You know, kids with special needs have not been shown on magazine covers very many times. We actually have done it once before at Today's Parent, but it's been very many years. And these families don't really see themselves represented in mainstream media, and we wanted to do our part to change that. It's been going pretty well. It's always a bit tough dealing with little kids on set, but we've been having so much fun. We've danced to Happy a lot of What Does the Fox Say, but both of them have wonderful personalities, great smiles, and so it's been really fun.
Amazing. Now I want to introduce to you live in studio, we've got Sasha Emmons, editor-in-chief of Today's Parent magazine, and Pip, along with Tara McCallan, here to hang out with us. I'm as excited as you are. Yay. So, you know, you see this story, and it's incredible. I love the fact that we were there for the cover shoot. We know why you chose Pip. I'm wondering, when the magazine is actually out, what kind of reaction do you think you're going to get, Sasha?
We've actually released the cover a little bit early to give people a sneak peek, and the reaction has just been so positive. Yeah. I think families really respond to seeing themselves reflected in our pages, and we're really committed to trying to show all kinds of diversity in our pages, and the cover is really the most visible way to really make a statement about that. So far the reaction has been fabulous. You know, people have been commenting on you know, how beautiful Pip and her brother are, their amazing smiles, their engaging personalities, and everybody gets it. Everybody gets why we chose her for the cover.
Yes. You know, as a parent, it's almost a dream come true. You see your two beautiful kids on the cover of a national magazine that gets so much attention. Tara, it's got to be incredible for you to see that. And so many of our viewers are parents. We've all been there. We've all been going through labor, had the baby. You have that feeling, that intense love on that first moment when they come out. Then you discover on day 3 that Pip has Down syndrome.
Yeah.
Take us back to that time and talk to us sort of about what was going through your head then.
Yeah, like I had a normal pregnancy, and the delivery, according to the doctor, was easy. Yeah, it was a man. But no, everything I thought was going to happen happened, and then right before we were going to be released from the hospital, they heard a heart murmur, and the heart specialist came down, and he looked at me with the saddest eyes possible and said, "I'm really sorry, but I see signs of Down syndrome." And it literally felt like he slapped me in the face. Like I wasn't expecting it. I, was not aware of it. It wasn't even on the radar kind of thing. And it just really shook my world for a bit. Yeah. I really needed to wrap my head around what that meant for our family. I had to kind of grieve what I thought my daughter was going to be. And yeah, I think from the process, I grieved it, we grew from it, and now we're blossoming in what it is.
To get from there to here, because she's 18 months old now, she's a cover model, she's been on billboards. What steps did you take to get there? What is it that you learned from Pip that has got you feeling so good about things right now?
I think just, accepting, it really took me down a notch, and it took me to the level of you just have to accept what fate gives you in life. It chose to give me a daughter with Down syndrome, and it's been the best thing I could ever, unless you knew or had a daughter with Down syndrome, you wouldn't even know you wanted it. But she's changed my life. She's made me, a better mama, a bigger fighter for something I didn't even know needs fighting for, an advocate, and yeah, she came out in life, and she already has such purpose. And she's a year old, and most people search their whole lives to find that, and she has that off the hop, and it's pretty amazing, and I'm blessed that I'm the one who gets to be her voice in all of this.
Yeah, well, we're so happy that we can be blessed with Pip's story as well. And by the way, it's her nap time too, everybody. So big props to Pip for being here and being such a good girl this morning. You know, I saw a video of you and your family watching the billboard being unveiled. If you could just take us on that journey with you and tell us what you were thinking at that moment when you see your little girl and she is up there on a huge billboard for everyone to see, and she is the representation of what beauty is.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
It totally was a moment of redemption for me. Like I said, she was born and there was so much guilt and anger and negativity around her diagnosis that really didn't have to be there. And you know, I started Happy Soul Project and I started this journey with her, and having her face up there was just a moment, a full circle moment of just, you know, redemption, of me trying to prove to her that, you know, I'm sorry for those first few weeks when I was doubting what this was going to be, kind of thing. So it was a really powerful moment for me.
Tell me about Happy Soul Project. So why did you start that? What's it all about?
So I started Happy Soul Project when Pip was born. It was my way kind of sharing with everyone her Down syndrome diagnosis. For some reason I found it really difficult to actually tell people she had Down syndrome. When it first happened, you know, my husband was the one who had to call family and friends, and you know, just getting it out there on social media. I sat down one night and I just wrote out her birth story, and you know, shared a really raw, vulnerable part of my life and what I was thinking, and it's just kind of spiraled from there. It's kind of turned almost into a community of sorts. You know, other moms in the same journey, kind of finding hope through that, and you know, you're given a Down syndrome new parent.
I know, babes. I know. We're almost done talking. I promise you. There's a treat for you after this.
You're given like a Down syndrome, you know, new parent package, which helps with medical stuff and just kind of.
Hey, you want to try this? This is always very exciting.
Go
yes. Eat it. It's yummy.
Okay.
Sorry, Brad and audio. She needed a toy.
So yeah, you're given a new parent package, and you know, it helps with medical sides of things, and it really helped my husband. But for me, I wanted, you know, another mom's raw look at what I was going to be dealing with, and I think that's what Happy Soul Project is. It's you know, being grateful for what you've been given in life, and just kind of showing, although our life is different, it's beautiful all the same.
It's good, right?
It's good, so good.
Before we go, is there any advice that you would give to parents? I know some other parents might have a hard time speaking with a parent that has a child that has special needs and might say the wrong thing. Do you have advice for what people should not say to you in the future? Yeah,
I think, you know, that I'm sorry is, this is wonderful.
Isn't that a nice kind of song?
Let me take her.
Looks good.
Hello. Yeah, I think, you know, and I would have done it beforehand without even really knowing as well. I think, you know, everyone says, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about the diagnosis. I'm sorry about this. I'm sorry about that. And I think, you know, that again is a major part of Happy Soul Project, to kind of bust down that wall of it doesn't have to be a negative diagnosis.
Right.
So yeah, I think the I'm sorries have to stop. Just treat her like a normal kid. Treat like that's what she is.
She's full of joy, that's for sure.
Totally.
So we are going to talk a little bit, you and I, after this is done, and I'm going to put it on my blog. We're going to do a little video about some of the merchandise that you were selling to raise money for a really good cause, Kids with Cancer. So you got to go to cityline.ca to see that video. Thanks, both of you, all three of you, for hanging out with us this morning. You were awesome. Let's go to break. More coming up. Stay with us.